Feeling constantly drained, like your battery's always at 1%. This story is for every parent battling exhaustion and guilt. Discover how Sarah, pushed to her limit, found a revolutionary way to recharge for herself and her entire family. Learn why prioritizing your well-being isn't selfish, but the key to unlocking more joy and peace. Sarah's life was a whirlwind, a never-ending cycle of spills, scrapes, and the incessant buzz of little voices. She was a mother of 2 young children, and every day felt like a race against exhaustion. Beneath the laughter, a quiet hum of anxiety thrummed, an ever-present reminder of all she had to do. What Sarah longed for most was a moment of peace, a quiet breath for herself, but an invisible chain of guilt held her back. Every second away from her children felt like stolen time, not the vital recharge she desperately needed. One afternoon, amidst the Lego disputes and snack preparations, Sarah found herself outside the bathroom door. The children were distracted by a cartoon, offering a fleeting chance for herself. She locked the door, turned on the hot water, and sank into the warm bathtub. Steam wrapped around her like a soft blanket. For 45 precious seconds, the noise softened, the chaos faded, and peace existed. A brief, stolen moment of tranquility in the never-ending storm of motherhood. Then, a small voice pierced the calm. "Mummy, can I have a cookie?" The voice was tiny but insistent, a gentle reminder that the world outside her brief sanctuary still needed her. Just as Sarah opened her mouth to say soon, frantic knocking rattled the door. "Mum, he took my Lego car!" Another voice cried, filled with frustration and urgency. The sanctuary had become a battleground, a space where needs pressed against the locked door. The weight of being both caretaker and a human in need of rest pressed unbearably on her chest. In a crack of frustration, she snapped, "Just leave me alone!" The words escaped before she could stop them, fueled by pent-up exhaustion and unmet needs. A silence heavier than the noise filled the room. Sarah's heart sank immediately. The sharpness of her words echoed, and guilt poured in like cold water. Wrapping herself in a towel, she stepped out and opened the door, meeting the crestfallen eyes of her son. It was a look full of confusion and hurt. She knew she had to do better, not just for them, but for herself. This realization sparked a new determination, a commitment to find a healthier balance. She knelt down beside him and took a deep, steadying breath. She said, "Mummy's battery was empty. I needed to charge it so I have enough energy to play with you." Her son looked up, curious but understanding. In a way Sarah hadn't expected. It was a turning point. A small seed of hope began to sprout within her. She realized that if she hid her need for rest, she was only teaching her children that self-care was a luxury, not a necessity. Honesty became her new guiding principle. The next day, Sarah decided to be open with her children about her needs. Transparency would replace secrecy in their household. In the kitchen, she set a timer for 15 minutes and spoke clearly. "This is Mummy's charging time. I'm going to read right here. When the bell rings, we can build that fort together." By announcing her rest time, Sarah stopped seeing it as something stolen and claimed it openly. No longer a guilty secret, it was a necessary part of her day. This simple act allowed her to recharge and showed her children that everyone, no matter their age, needs care, sometimes for others and sometimes for themselves. In those moments of quiet reading, Sarah found strength and calm. She discovered a well of resilience she hadn't known existed. And in the excited building of forts afterward, she found joy rewarded. The balance was shifting, bringing more light and laughter into their lives. The anxiety didn't vanish overnight, but she had discovered a new balanced one, born from honesty, patience, and love. She learned to recognize the signs of her battery running low and proactively carve out time for herself. Sometimes it was a long bath, other times a walk in nature, or simply a few moments of quiet meditation. She realized self-care wasn't selfish, it was essential for her to be the best mother she could be. Her children, too, began to understand the importance of respecting her charging time. They learned to play independently and give her space when she needed it. Their home became a haven where everyone's needs were valued and respected, creating a more harmonious and loving environment. Sarah's journey taught her that taking care of herself was not a luxury, but a necessity, a vital component of a happy and healthy family life. And as she continued to prioritize her own well-being, she watched her children flourish, knowing she had given them a gift more valuable than anything else, a healthy, happy mother. So remember, it's not selfish to recharge your battery. It's necessary to shine your brightest. For in taking care of yourself, you illuminate the world around you, one charged moment at a time.